The Southerners are the most prolific consumers and makers of images in today's India, whether in religion or in the movies. There are more temples and cinemas down here than in the rest of India put together. And like the temples, movies are powerful shapers of ideas and have become part of the tradition. Just now, people are starting to worry about the influx of Western sex and violence films, showing images on the screen which the old guard of Indian cinema, people like the superstar politician MGR, would never have believed. But as yet, that's still a distant threat. Despite these influences, most Tamils are still resolutely traditional, like the family in Chidambaram who invited me back to their house near the temple.
How are you?
Of their 4 daughters, one's married and lives in Madras. Shanti in red will be the next to go. Their mother, Nagaratanam, is a devout follower of Shiva. Their father has lost his sight and can no longer work. The youngest daughter, Akila, is at school where she learns the ancient Tamil dance. They've the same preoccupations as most families, bringing up their children, seeing them married. But here in India, each daughter must bring a dowry with her, and that can be expensive.
We have to spend a lot of rupees to marry a doctor or engineer.
How many? How many rupees? Lakhs?
Lakh.
Hundreds of thousands of rupees? I am very inexpensive.
Then Akila danced for me. These beautiful poses are supposed to have been danced by Shiva himself. And despite the fact that the power was off and the cassette recorder on the blink, Akila's simple grace delighted us all.
Fantastic, it's beautiful. How often do you go to the temple?
4 times.
4 times? Every day?
Early morning, 6:30 puja, and then afterwards at 10:30 Rupa Darsanam, then continuously up to 12 noon. After 6 last puja 9:30.
What do you receive from Lord Nataraj in your feelings? Can you describe?
No feelings.
No.
Tamil followers of Shiva have long believed that religion means devotion to a single god. For them, as for Nagaratanam, Chidambaram is simply the temple. Their poets have sung its fame since the 7th century. It's built on a gigantic scale, dominating the town which clusters around it, and the first approach is unforgettable. Places like this were never just temples. They have been guardians of Tamil culture, centers of philosophy, literature, and art. That day, by sheer chance, the Brahmins were singing the hymn to Shiva, which is the most ancient in Indian religion. For 3,000 years, these words were transmitted orally, for they were sacred in themselves, and only Brahmins could memorize them. They asked Shiva to drive away hatred and let us be born again through our children. The sacrifice here, unlike Calcutta, is vegetable, coconut milk, a simple symbol like the Christian sacrament. Food touched by God is partaken by the worshippers.